Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Getting Hyped for Sonic Frontiers. This time, we are talking about Sonic Frontiers Showdown trailer, Nintendo Switch, which was released on Nintendo of America's YouTube channel on November 3rd, 2022. And this one, oh boy, this was a really awesome trailer. This was a doozy of a trailer. We see Sonic standing over this cliffside, and we see a whole bunch of robots just kind of like pop in and like rise up from the ground, like these weird circles appear on the ground, and they start to rise up from them, like they're being summoned. And we hear a voice talking to Sonic, saying to find the Chaos Emeralds and to break down the barriers between dimensions. And we see him like talking to Amy, and Amy is like looking at herself and how she's not really all there. Like she's there, but she's not. And Sonic just can't do anything to help her. She's not fully there. Like she's so close to him, yet he can't do anything to help her. And oh my god, that's insane. That's tough. That's some really heavy stuff. You can make a lot of heavy implications with that, and that is, oh man, I love it. It's so cool. And as the trailer goes on, like the voice tells him destroy the Titans. So basically the giant mechanical monstrosities, and the voice says you are the key. And that reminds me of something that was said in an earlier trailer where the girl whose name I forget already, the girl who seems to be controlling the robots, she says something about Sonic being the key to the world's destruction. So it makes me wonder if we're helping whatever this voice is. We're doing what this voice tells us to do. But what if the voice is malicious? What if this voice is malicious and is actually the true villain? And this girl is basically like we are an invader in this girl's world. We're an invader. We are an outside invader, and our presence being here is upsetting the natural balance of this world because we do not belong here. We do not belong in this world, and so she's trying to get rid of us. And that's what she did to our friends. Like they didn't belong there, so she got rid of them. She captured them, banished their bodies, trapped their souls in some kind of digital state, like something like that. And Sonic coming around and trying to save his friends ultimately ends up in breaking down the barriers between dimensions, is ultimately causing this whole world to start to crumble and fall apart, and it's all due to this voice telling him exactly how to do that. That maybe this voice is like its body is like trapped somewhere in one of these dimensions, and by breaking down the walls between dimensions, it allows this whatever is using that voice to come through and like destroy everything. I don't know. This is just like me just spitballing a random idea here, but I don't think that the voice that is talking to Sonic throughout this trailer, I don't think that is a benevolent voice. I truly do think that is a malicious voice, that is actually the voice of the true villain of the game. I don't think that this little girl who seems to be controlling the Titans, I don't think she's the main villain. I think that she is basically a guardian and trying to protect this world from whatever that voice is. So that is my thought process. That is my thought process. I think that is what's going. I think that is what's going on. And I read something just a little bit ago, just like an hour ago, that said supersonic is going to be utilized many times throughout the story. That there are apparently super bosses throughout the game, throughout each island, that you have to use supersonic for in order to defeat. Um, and then even in terms of the story, Sonic is going to be utilizing supersonic several times throughout the story. So that is really interesting. That is really cool. I like that idea. I like the idea of utilizing supersonic many times throughout the story, because that was part of the fun of classic Sonic games. Being able to use supersonic whenever you wanted once you got all the Chaos Emeralds in the different special stages. That was part of the fun. You got to use it throughout any point in the story once you had the Chaos Emeralds. So I think they might be going back to their roots with this one, in terms of like, when you get the Chaos Emeralds, like, you have maybe you'll have the opportunity to get all of the Chaos Emeralds in the first island, if you choose to. If you choose to get all the Chaos Emeralds in that first island, you are completely welcome to do so. So that is really cool. Sorry. But yeah, so I really hope that is the case. I really hope that's the case, because that is really cool. That adds a lot of replay value to the game, because you can choose to go through the game and only use the Chaos Emeralds when the story says it is absolutely necessary. Or you can go through the game and use the Chaos Emeralds as much as possible. And yeah, like, there are different ways you can play this. You can play this if you know that, like, you can get the Chaos Emeralds whenever you want. There are several ways that you can handle this. Do you want to get them all in the first island? Do you want to get none of them ever? Do you want to wait until literally the last island of the game and then get them all, and just kind of like keep the challenge going up until then? So I don't know. There are different ways that you can do this. There's a lot of replay value for this game. With the menus that have been shown off, and the different leveling system, and all the different side quests that you can do, all the different things that you can collect, the skill tree, and now the Chaos Emeralds. There is so much that you can do differently in every playthrough. There is so much replayability in this. And I am so happy. I am so happy. I have never been this excited for a Sonic game before. I have never been this hyped for a Sonic game before. I really haven't. So, yeah, I am very, very much looking forward to this. This trailer was awesome. This was so cool. And oh yeah, and a couple other things I want to just briefly mention. The I forget what it's called. It's the move where, like, Sonic's like zooming all over the place. He's just zooming all over the place, and he's like he's zooming all over the place, and like he ends up like bashing into the enemy. And I was thinking that it might be good for like crowd control, like maybe if you have a bunch of enemies surrounding you, you use that, and then it basically like knocks a bunch of them out and targets one specific enemy. So and it could still be used like that, but the animation for it looks a lot better than it did in the early trailers. It looks so good now. The animation for it looks amazing now. It looks it looks awesome. And then there's another instance where we see at about 45 seconds into the trailer, we see Sonic run past one of the giant destructive robots from Sonic Forces. So this game like fully acknowledges Sonic Forces is canon. It happened. It is something that actually happened, and so this is taking place pretty much directly after Sonic Forces. So that's really cool. That's really awesome. Or if not directly after, then maybe a couple of years, and maybe a couple of years after, like once everybody had rebuilt the world. Once they'd all rebuilt the world. And we also see Sonic riding on this mechanical shark, this like mechanical sand shark thing, that seems to be in the second major area, Ares. That's what it was. That's what it's called. I remember that from the previous trailers. So yeah, so I'm guessing that's like an overworld boss that you have to fight or something. So that's really cool. I do like that. And we also see this like weird spider-like Titan with all these different arms, and you gotta fight, and you gotta like use your Psyloop on one of it to like make it go go down a little bit, and you can like run up, and you're able to run up its leg and then stomp on top of its head, and just, oh my god, it looks so good. And then towards the end we see it fight, and then towards the end we see Sonic fighting like what seems to be like the leader of the Titans. Like it's the one that's been in all the trailers, that's like really tall, has a really weird looking face that looks like its face looks like it's literally just teeth. It looks like it's literally just teeth. It's like a square head, and it looks like it's just teeth. And it like swings its fist to Sonic, and Super Sonic runs, just flies into it. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my god. The animations look so good. The cutscenes look incredible. I cannot wait to watch these cutscenes. They look so good. They look movie worthy. Oh, they look beautiful. So, in any case, that's it. That's it for this video. And there is just one video left to talk about. Sonic Frontiers Prologue Divergence, which I will be talking about tomorrow. So, with that said, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz, and I will see you all for the next trailer. Take care, everybody.